Hey guys, Rath here with your DFS Minute PM Edition. We're going to hit it real quick, trying to get it out earlier than normal. So we're at around 6:15 Eastern time. Quickly, stacks in play tonight. Indians for sure, #1 stack all over the place. I know a lot of people are going to be on it, but I did talk about this morning when that over/under came out. It was very low. I believe it came out at 7.5. It's all the way up to 8.5. Wouldn't shock me if this thing goes to 9. So, we saw that was coming. Also, Kluber opened up a very lower favorite, maybe around 130, 140. He's all the way up to 185. So again, we talked about that this morning. It was a bad line that came out, and the good thing about it is now we can take advantage of it. Hopefully in some of these stacks tonight. But I think most of these Indians are in play. Hitters 1 through 6, absolutely mix and match. Do whatever you can. On DraftKings, you can take 1 through 6, 1 through 7. On other sites, you can take 3 or 4. But definitely do what you can. Look at some Indians. Now, don't have complete exposure to the Indians tonight, only because if things go bad and they don't do what we think, you don't want to be left holding the bag. So get some exposure on Indians, but don't go all in on the Indians just in case something funny happens and they don't knock Mike Pelfrey around. The other team I think you can look at is the Red Sox. Now, Baldo's got some okay numbers against right-handers, against left-handers, but I think in this case the total is extremely high. The Red Sox at home, it wouldn't shock me if this game gets out of hand in terms of both sides on the fence. So I think both offensive teams are in play here, but I think some of the Red Sox are guys you want to look at. Ortiz, Sandoval are definitely guys you want to take a look at. And anybody in the top 5 are guys you can definitely plug in and be okay tonight, I think. On the pitching side, I'm on Max Scherzer. Kershaw, I know, is a heavy favorite. I think a lot of people are going to be on him, but he is facing a tougher lineup. And I'd rather just go in another direction. So I'm going Scherzer in most of my cash games. And then I'm going Waka in some as well. And I think you can throw Kluber in there as a guy that may be more of a tournament play that a lot of people are not going to be on. 2 bargain bin guys I think you can take a shot on in 2-pitcher sites or large field tournaments are J.A. Happ, who's a heavy favorite with a low total. J.A. Happ's not a great pitcher, but the spot is ideal. I think that you can get a pretty good floor out of him tonight and load up on some hitters. The other guy I think you look at is Jake Peavy. Again, looking at kind of a low total situation here in San Francisco, and Peavy can go out there and get you 6 or 7, hopefully solid innings. Hopefully he doesn't get roughed up. But I think those are 2 guys you can look at. I think they're in okay spots, cheap prices around the industry that you can plug in tournaments as a against the grain play and hopefully be okay. You can pair one of those guys up with Scherzer or Kluber or Walker and try to hedge there. Definitely don't take both of them on a 2-pitcher site. That'd be crazy. Catcher, I like A.J. Pierzynski and Stephen Vaught, 2 good values and good spots tonight. First base, there's value all over the board. We've already talked about the Red Sox and the Indians, but I think some other guys you can look at is Ike Davis, Lucas Duda, and even Adam Lind. D. Gordon at second base, I really like him in this spot. I always like him hitting leadoff against the pitcher that he's going tonight. And third base, like Sandoval, again, Red Sox. And I think so you can get some exposure on some Astros tonight with that high total. I like Luis Valbuena hitting in the middle of that lineup. Jed Lowry, I also like. If you want to pair those guys in the same lineup because they are hitting back-to-back, that's probably an ideal spot for you. Get some savings on those positions and load up in other areas. Outfield, there's a ton of guys tonight. I'm not going to name off every one, but there's some guys that really hit home with me. Kevin Kiermaier for a value play. You still have value on Matt Joyce in most spots, hitting in the middle of that lineup, going against a weak right-handed pitcher. So I do like Matt Joyce. Yelich is probably the guy I like more at the upper tier. You definitely want to try to pair him with Gordon, that 1-2 at the top of the lineup. Seth Smith is a nice play going against a right-hander, and he hits at the top of the lineup. Ichiro hitting 6. Now, more of a tournament play, but hitting 6 at 2,200. I think you can get away with him in cash at 2,200 on FanDuel, only because hopefully he's going to get on base and get a stolen base or 2, and that would really help pay off for you. We normally don't recommend 6 hitters in cash games, but I think in this spot with the dollar value on Ichiro on FanDuel, I think it's at 2,300. I think you can go ahead and roll with it and be okay. The other guy I like that's super cheap is another 6-hitter is David Murphy. Again, we like the Indians tonight. Hopefully they can mash and we'll be good. Again, this is everything I got for tonight, guys. Quick hit. Make sure you get in. Best of luck to everybody in your lineups tonight. And as we always say here at Roto Curve, stay classy, DFS.